Prepare to play. Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my Center of Operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do...
Don't need to. Case file.
KG Krollmeister has hired me to investigate a series of equipment meltdowns that have been plaguing the prominent Oklahoma storm research team he sponsors. Since his team has been expected to win the $100 million grant at stake in the upcoming Green Sky Storm competition, Krollmeister suspects that there is something far more sinister than simple equipment failure going on. I'll be joining the team undercover, replacing their previous intern, Pete, who wound up with a broken leg after one of the accidents stranded him directly in the path of a storm. Stepping in at the most dangerous and chaotic period of the chase season, I'm going to have to keep my wits about me to stay on top of the sabotage and the storms.
All right. Krollmeister should be a familiar name to you, right? I don't know if you remember
That
hearing
sounds
that.
familiar.
We've used their equipment in previous games.
Okay.
The other thing that made me do a double take was I swear I heard her say 100,000. This is 100 million. That's a lot of money for a grant.
Yeah.
That's I'm wondering if that's a typo.
I'm wondering if
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right. Senior detective as always.
Whoa, oh my gosh!
All right, we're here. Saw a nice twister. I don't know if that sounds important.
It's a weird piece of debris.
It's a tin.
Whoa, it's filled with money.
Finders keepers. Once again, amazing job. Thanks. Payment is enclosed.
I better take this and see who it belongs to.
Okay. Well, the inside of the house is a lot better than the outside. Hello, Nancy. Sorry we missed you. We're out chasing twisters. The wind shear readings are strong enough that there may be a possible tornado forming in the north. Until our return, I'd like you to familiarize yourself a bit with our operation. Please take the tornado quiz on the computer in the cellar. Don't worry, we don't care how you score. Cool. I'll get a 0 on purpose. Also, there is a stack of papers in the dining room that needs to be filed away in the cabinet. You'll have to use my ordering system, but I've left notes for you on how that works. And you'll want to drive down the street to Ma and Pa's general store to meet Pa. There's a GPS in the car. You'll like him, he's quite the character. Thanks for filling in last notice. I look forward to meeting you in person, Debbie. Very nice.
So, are we going in the car first, or are we going downstairs?
What, you want to go to Mom Pa's right away?
We could.
This is the basement. This is where we take... Wow, okay. Just... Sure. Okay. Nearly brand new, 2008. Mileage. I mean, that's pretty low mileage. Fully loaded, 0 to 60 in mere seconds. It's kind of important to say how many. Only 43,900. Come down and test drive today before it flies out of our lot for good. A used, I mean, lightly used car, but still. 43 point, that's a lot. Drives like a dream, if only. Okay, so I'm assuming this is their Storm Chaser car. Don't you want a really, you want a heavy car? Usually a lot of those cars are weighted down. Because there's like some cars that they'll literally drive into tornadoes with.
Mice. I agreed to tornadoes, but I did not sign up for mice.
Ah, but they're cute, right? Oh, you think that, right?
Yes.
Thank you for something. I don't see anything in here. There's some tools. Maybe we come back later. Sometimes things can only be interacted with after certain points. I'm assuming that's temp in Fahrenheit, of course. Dew point. Wind direction, average speed of the wind, I'm assuming. Weather, who knows what that means. Okay. So it's just daily log. Temperature, wind, weather. Good to know. I'm not taking that test right away. What's this? Assuming things are going to be put up there at some point. Can't look on there. I can go upstairs.
I can't go to bed yet.
Okay, so you can go to bed at some point. Locked door. Nothing here. This is supposed to look like a penny. In PK we trust, okay. That's the company, I guess. A penny. Oh, was
With the
that?
Milan premiere only weeks away, we'll travel to Paris, France.
Okay, I think that other one was
The latest evening wear sensations. Then we'll hop on.
I think the first one was a reference to the second game, and that's like the Venice one. No, it's at France.
Previously on Detective Beach. You're a loose cannon.
You're a loose cannon. Okay. Yeah, that's the second game right there. See, it's the second game. In like crazy. What's over here? Okay, I can't interact with anything. It looks
There's a
like
big fork on the wall.
it's oh yeah,
Right there.
big fork, salad
Yeah.
fork.
I always wanted a set.
You want a big set of wooden spoons
Yeah.
and forks?
I don't know if I want them now, but the one time I did.
Nancy, use my filing system. I've written the iterations on the right. Budget, Grand Theater, findings, degree, animals. Left of that is right of that. Why do you have to do it in such a cryptic way? Guess it wouldn't be very fun if you didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna start with this, and it says that is to the left, so we have to keep this to the left of this. Now the 3 dots is to the left of the S, so let's just put it to the left of the S. This is to the right of the 3 dots, which it is. That is immediately next to K. Okay. Wait. Immediately next to K. What's that? That commute is right of the dots. It is. S is to the left of big dot.
I'd better try again.
Oh, I'm just putting it in place. I'm not done yet. Goodness, Nancy. That is immediately next to S. So this has to be next to S.
So you have to change them.
So, hold on. This is to the left of that, yes. 3 dots is to the left of the S. It is. Triangles to the right of the 3 dots. They are. This is immediately next to the K, which it is. That is to the right of the 3 dots, which it is. That is to the left of the big dot. Yep. That is immediately next to the S, which it is. That is next. Oh, that's to the right of the R. Oh boy. Well, what I can do is do this. I just move that Grange Theater to the end. Anyway, we have this to the right of the K, which it is. S is immediately next to the... Ooh. The K. So if it's immediately next to it... Can I do this?
All right, got it.
Oh, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Alright, well, whatever. There's like a thing... it's fine. I can't interact. Corn. Now they can't really do anything else.
Do we want to go to the store?
We can. We still have a test to take down here. The gallery. Looks like a goat. Or, yeah, a goat. Neat pictures. Reminds you of home, right? Out in the middle of nowhere. AC. There's a lot of pictures here.
I need to connect my phone first.
Oh, we can add photos, it looks like. Alright, the Weather Service will issue what type of alert when a tornado has been spotted?
B.
Well, tornado alert. Warning watch. It's definitely not a watch. When it's been spotted, I guess it would be an alert.
Okay.
Warning?
Do it.
Okay, a tornado warning means a tornado has been confirmed on the ground, or that Doppler radar is showing circulation where a tornado could form. The tornado watch is issued when conditions for tornadoes or severe weather to form are possible. Have a weather radio on hand in case the power goes out. If a warning is issued in your area, seek shelter immediately. Okay, wouldn't know, we don't live in an area with tornadoes. Now, how many tornadoes are recorded on average each year in the United States? I would assume quite a few. Mostly in the middle here. I mean, they could be really small tornadoes. Let's go 800. 1,000.
Oh.
Okay, oh. The majority of tornadoes occur in the area known as Tornado Alley, which is where I'm assuming this takes place, which partially includes Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois. Weather in this region offers ideal conditions for tornadoes to form, particularly during the peak season from late winter to early spring. The most common in Tornado Alley, tornadoes have occurred in every state. Yeah, but in like the Northeast, for example, we've had tornadoes and they're like nothing. Tornadoes are measured using what system? F scale. You know that one. Invented by Dr. T. Theodore Fujita. I don't know. That's supposed to be like something else. The F scale categorized tornadoes into 5 ratings from F0, minor winds of 45 to 78 mile per hour gusts producing light damage, broken tree limbs, that's probably what we would see, to F5, destructive gusts of 262 to 317 miles per hour, and total destruction, houses completely removed from foundations. As of February 1st, 2007, the new enhanced Fujita scale, or EF scale, has been implemented. The new EF scale better accounts for type of building material used in structures. A destroyed mobile home ranks as an EF2 when rating the tornado's wind speeds, something previously ignored in the original F scale. Ratings are only given to tornadoes after damage has been assessed, not during the tornado itself. Good fun facts. The least safe place to seek shelter in a public space such as a theater or mall during a tornado is...
A bath?
I feel like people go towards bathrooms. Interior corridor, large room. Why would a bathroom not be safe? Like a storm shelter, it's literally for a storm. An interior corridor, you usually want to stay near the interior.
Do large room then.
Yeah, I'll do large room. Large open areas such as auditoriums or gyms should be avoided. The lack of roof support makes these areas susceptible to collapse during a tornado. Public areas should have designated storm shelters available, either a specific shelter or reinforced interior bathrooms or corridors. Also stairways. I believe stairways are often reinforced. In preparation for an emergency, every family should have a tornado plan in place, and this item, disaster kit, right? A disaster kit contains essential supplies in case of emergency for every member of your family, including pets, items from basic staples to household tools to first aid kits should be included. Items such as water, sugar, salt, granola bars, batteries, flashlight, can opener, toothpaste, duct tape, and bleach. Full recommended lists can be obtained at local emergency management offices. Which of the following is not indicative of a possible tornado? I believe green sky is a hook echo. I don't know what the heck that is. Downburst, rotating clouds. I don't know what this is. What is a downburst? I don't know what a downburst is either. A downburst is a different type of severe weather event. In a downburst, all of the wind flows out, whereas a tornado's winds flow into the tornado itself. Downbursts are difficult to predict and can cause severe damage due to strong straight-line winds. On average, what percentage of tornadoes each year rank as either an EF4, wind speed gusts of 166 to 200 miles per hour, or EF5, wind speeds of 201 plus miles per hour? I would assume they're not that common. Maybe
go 5%.
I might even go 1. Yeah, only 1% of tornadoes in the U.S. are ranked as devastating. The devastating EF4 or EF5. The majority are about 80% are EF0 or EF1. Yeah, that's what I would assume. The highest recorded wind speed in a tornado was recorded during the May 3rd, 1999 Oklahoma City storm. It clocked in at 318 miles per hour. What causes the most injuries during a tornado? High winds, sheeting rain, lightning, or flying debris? I would assume flying debris, right? While the extreme high winds are a danger, it's nothing compared to the flying debris carried by them. At speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour, common household objects picked up by the tornado become deadly missiles. Congratulations, you had 5 out of 8, whatever. And exit.
You got? Do we have more of the
I can tap my
quiz to
phone.
do?
No, that's the quiz. We took the quiz.
Nancy,
Did
is
that.
that you?
Yes, that's me.
Scott wants to meet you.
Be right there.
Nancy Drew, you made it. I'm Scott Varnell, the person in charge of this meteorological train wreck. Welcome aboard.
Okay.
Are you the person I'll be reporting to?
You'll be reporting to Debbie. But make no mistake, I call the shots around here. Ever seen a real tornado, Nancy?
Well, yeah. As I was driving up to the farmhouse, it wasn't that big, but it sure threw a lot of debris around.
Well, isn't that just peachy? We spend hours racing all over the countryside, and where's all the action? Right in our own backyard. We're never gonna win this thing. The school's gonna pull the plug on us, sell the farm, and that's gonna be all she wrote. And it's all Krollmeister's fault for saddling us with a bunch of Bush League junk. But now that you're here, maybe our luck will change. 2 things you need to do right off the bat. I gotta give a workshop on tornado preparedness at the junior high school next week, so put a sample disaster kit together for me. If anything's missing, go up the road to Monpaz and get it there.
What goes into a disaster kit?
Look, you're here because that rich uncle of yours said you could do the job, so be a little resourceful and just do it, okay? If you need a nanny, have your uncle send one. We don't have the budget. Second thing you need to do is redesign the warning siren layout for the local community. They just got a set of new sirens and their range is different, so the town asked me, and now I'm telling you, to figure out where to place them so if there is a tornado, everyone will be within earshot of a siren. All the information you need is on the chart in the other room. You have questions about anything, bug Debbie, not me. Nice meeting you.
Okay. Gone with the Wind. A town says goodbye to Ma.
By Sarah Wilson.
Yeah, storm like so many storms. I'm just gonna sprint through this. Ma, find her counter of Mom Pa's store, always ready to welcome, yada yada yada. Yesterday, for the first time in 30 years, the shutters outside Mom Pa's stayed closed as a devastated town began to realize the scope of its loss. She was the glue that held this town together. Wasn't a thing about this town she didn't know better than anyone else. She wasn't shy about telling you either. She sat down with me, yada yada yada. What were the hobbies were from? So I think she passed away. More than 3 decades. A large memorial has appeared outside Ma and Pa's general store. In addition to the heartfelt farewells to Ma, its message is simple. Hurry back, Pa, we miss you. I know what it's like to be in his position. It doesn't do you much good to stay cooped up at home all day. We just want him to know that we miss him and would like to see him again as soon as he's ready. Why didn't the sirens go off? What good is having a warning system if no one knows how to use it? Okay, that's great. So the warning system didn't work. No one knows exactly what causes tornado. If we had been able to get advanced warning, a lot of lives would have been saved. Improvement. All we have is warning. There's nothing we can do in storm on the ground. Sure. What happened to Betsy never happens again. Was she killed in a tornado?
Who?
Betsy, who is Ma from Mom Pa's store.
Okay.
So, in summary, this article basically says what I believe is that sirens didn't go off properly during one of the tornadoes. It killed a bunch of people. Ma, Betsy, was one of the people killed.
Okay.
And people after the store went to the general store to get some supplies and realized the store was closed. Only to find out that Ma had passed away and Pa was cooped up at home not wanting to come out.
Right.
So I'm assuming by this time he is there. Historic F5s. Okay, cool. They're showing some of the historical F5s. The red. In Oklahoma. Huh. I wonder... I think Oklahoma was the piece of the map in the last game that we found. Remember there was like a loose piece of a map? And you had to put it into the main map? It was Oklahoma.
Oh, that's right.
And a piece of... What is that, Oklahoma? I wonder if that was an Easter egg to give you a hint as to the next game. That was going to be set in Oklahoma.
Correct. Yeah, I think you're right.
Didn't think about that.
That tornado you just saw. What'd you think?
What do you mean?
Were you excited? Terrified? Did it make you want to go home? What?
Actually, that tornado is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I can't wait to see another one.
Now that's what I like to see. Wish I could get that sort of enthusiasm out of my students these days. Between you and me, the last few years I've gotten stuck with the worst students. I could be telling them about the most exciting storms on record, and all I get back is a sea of bored faces. Before they defunded my department, I got the best of the best. Students who really cared, like Debbie, but those days are over.
That must really be disappointing.
What are you, like 18? Do me a favor, kid, don't talk to me about disappointment till you've lived long enough to experience it firsthand. I'm sorry, Nancy, that was... I know you meant well. Anyway, good news is it looks like weather conditions for the next 2 weeks are going to be ideal for tornado genesis. Which means we could be in for a record-breaking string of tornadoes. You may be putting that enthusiasm to good use.
I sure hope so.
Who said global warming was a bad thing?
Nancy, come back here!
What?
You can't meet Scott without meeting me, too. I'm Debbie, the project manager.
You're the one who'll be giving me orders?
Pretty much. First thing every morning, drop by to see me. I'll let you know what has to be done that day.
Sounds like you've been having a lot of equipment problems.
Let's just say that Scott is extremely good at misdirecting blame.
You think the problems are really Scott's fault?
But hey, I could be wrong. Which, by the way, is something you'll never hear him say. Anyway, as for the rest of today, those 2 jobs Scott gave you, get them done. Pretty much everything he says in there, I can hear out here. He's not exactly a low talker. The chart with all the siren stuff is in the living room, and that computer quiz you took will tell you what needs to go into the kit. If any items are missing, you can go to Ma and Pa's general store up the road and buy them. Just purchase wisely, our budget is very limited. And if you haven't introduced yourself to Pa or finished the filing, please do so. And once you're done with all that, you can head out to the cornfield and fix the sprinkler system.
Fix the sprinkler system?
See, this farmhouse and the acreage it sits on were donated to Canute as a research facility. The chase team gets it during tornado season, the agricultural team's here the rest of the year, so we've agreed to maintain whatever projects they've got going in their absence. Right now, they're in the middle of collaborating on something with this big mucky-muck research center in Hawaii, which is just another way of saying, fix those sprinklers ASAP.
I found this box out front when I arrived. Thought maybe I better turn it in.
Wow, there must be a couple $100 in here. Job. Thanks. Payment enclosed.
You don't know whose it is?
No idea. I heard you tell Scott about seeing that tornado, so my guess is the Twister carried it in from somewhere else. Maybe even somewhere miles from here.
I'd feel better if you kept it.
Sure. When I get a chance, I'll call the sheriff and report it.
Why is there a file in the cabinet labeled Grange Theater?
Theater's kind of a passion with me. So when I got here at the beginning of tornado season, I found out the Grange needed a stage manager for the play it's putting on, and volunteered for the job. And soon became the sound and lighting director as well, which means when I'm not here or out in the field, I'm there.
It sounds like you keep pretty busy.
You don't even know the half of it. We're approaching final dress for the Grange's big play of the year. Everyone from around here shows up. You should ask Pa about it. He's got much more of a passion for the stage than you'd expect from a man in overalls.
What goes in the disaster kit again?
You don't remember?
No, sorry.
To tell you the truth, I have to look up a lot of things myself some days. Check the computer, that should help you out.
That's it for now.
Okay. Oh, and thanks for driving that car up here for us. That was a big help. See ya.
Okay.
So from here, where are we going?
We gotta go to Mom and Pa's store. I gotta find a disaster kit. Oh, maybe it was in the basement.